Hey, Riddles Relics. Hey, underground metal detecting. Let me know if the signal's coming in good. Cover crop that was just put down. And it's were a lot set up exactly what in the world is. An issue with my just wanting to go off. Anything. It's something. Okay, here or something. What the heck is this? I don't know what this is. I see gold gilding on one. Huh. I'm gonna keep moving though. I see you guys are saying that it's getting choppy. I kind of want to move around a little bit and see if that stays the case. Is the signal getting better? Is it still choppy? Hope not. Yeah, so this field here is about 500 acres. Some of it goes into the woods, but I've not ventured into the woods. Oh my gosh, this thing is getting soft. Yeah, this field is getting super soft. Of it, it's gonna harden up, but we got a ton of rain day before yesterday. It rained for 24 hours, and there was some flooding too, but My gosh, I'm like sinking in the mud here. There was corn in this field in the summer. They plowed it, which is nice. They planted this cover crop. Before, you couldn't even swing hardly in this field because there was so many corn stalks everywhere. But if I could not sink in the mud, I might actually get to pull this off. So I've been studying maps, old maps, to try to figure out where exactly troops are set up during the Civil War in this location. And that's what has led me out in the middle of this muddy field. It's not good. I'm going to turn around and head out and try to get out into the open part of this field. Maybe it's just the outer edges that are all muddy. Hey Cody, you still there? Let me know if the video's still choppy. .30s to 40. All right, let's move on. Hey Doug, still choppy? So I put out 2 videos last night, part 1 and part 2. I think they're pretty good videos. Took forever to make, but the stuff that I found was crazy. And that area is part of this property where I found all that stuff. The problem is that it's got such bad reception over there that I can't do a live video from there, because I think it'd be cool to live. So I just kind of came down the road a bit to this gigantic field where there was still a lot of Civil War activity. Later today I'm going to head back to that other field where I'm finding all of those relics. I kind of dialed in the parts of the field that are real heavy with activity, with relics. And it all coincides with what happened there. So who knows what I'm going to find there. It was actually all in those 2, well, I shouldn't say everything in those 2 videos. It was all on the same property, but probably 3 bullets were all found in a pretty small area. And I didn't spend much time there. I found those 3 bullets over, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. And then I had to split. So I want to go back there today and try to focus in on that area and just kind of spiral out from there. Field. The area I found is in a field against a tree line. And the cool thing is that tree line was there during the Civil War. My GoPro like I normally do. Can, but later and look at it. See that the life, but it looks like I've got decent cell service, so I don't know. See the video's working again. I want to get kind of to the center of this field, but it's just muddy. I think what I may do is hop out of this field onto this dirt road and just walk down 50 yards and then try to get back into the field. It may be in an area that's not as wet. So far so good, but I was doing this a few minutes ago, and then I was practically losing my boots in the mud. And continue on this way. Out into the field. I'm also hoping that the reception is a little bit better, because when I started I was kind of tucked in field. Maybe if I get out here in the open, my cell coverage will get better. Dang it, this ground is starting to get soft again. Alright, so much for that plan. I guess I'm gonna have to jump on the dirt road and walk down a little bit. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. I'm going to give it another shot. Looks like I'm on a little bit more higher ground. You guys can see the ground is so rich. Would die to have this in there. You tell me if the stream is a little bit better now that I'm kind of with this field. There we go. Uh, 40. This reminds me of videos of guys in England digging those hammered coins. Those Kidding me? I hope this is picking. It looks like it's kind of paused on my end, but that's a Williams cleaner. Dug a. This was toasted last night. Yeah, and in the video, I ever dug a Williams cleaner bullet. Nice. Thing. Man, I hope the video catches up. Oh, there's a. See me. Dang it. I better stand up. Hopefully the dog goes away. Go away. Old maps and trying to figure out or confirming the movements of them. So one bullet so far for the. This is crazy. For the last week, I have with the Civil War, doing a lot of research too, so I'm not just blindly going out. I have a lot of permissions, but then I have some really good permissions. But still, it just covers so much property that you need to do your research. Alright, so that's where I dug that bullet. Let's see if there's anything else around. Man, it's just soft out here. Hey Doug, you asked if I have Verizon. No, I have AT&T. I don't know, maybe if I had Verizon it'd be a little bit better out here. It's showing I got 5G right now. Yeah, so this field is so big, and I know there were huge numbers of troops that came through here. Not only moved through this field, but actually numerous divisions set up and were posted here. But I came out here early spring, And man, I just walked around kind of aimlessly. Obviously didn't get to this area, but I hadn't done a lot of the research yet when I got the permission. So, but I spent a long time out in the middle of wide openness. Never found anything. But now I'm back with a little bit more information. This is high teens, 20s. This is going to be, and it's not too deep, so I think it's going to be aluminum. Hey guys, I'm sorry this is so choppy. What I'm curious about, and I guess I'm not going to know unless one of you guys tell me, did it come up? Was it clear when I dug that Williams cleaner bullet just a little bit ago? I hope it was. I hope you guys saw that. Hey Doug, you still on the chat? So that's wanting to be a signal. What are you? Is it? Wonder if it's really deep and that's why it's barely there. No, I think it's junk. So it looks like don't want to jinx myself, but it looks like the field is a little bit drier where I'm at. So that's good. Yeah, that was cool that I found that bullet. You know, you can do research and you kind of have an idea of what happened at a certain location, but with metal detecting, at least for me, until you go out there and actually find something on the property, up until that point, you're just kind of putting in the time, still researching. And you know, an area could have been hit a long time ago, but it still is pretty cool when you actually find a Civil War relic. Hey Mike, you said this is probably the best signal. Yeah, it looks like it's, I got like good signal on my phone, so I'll just keep going. So yeah, I want to find my belt buckle, my belt plate. My bucket list is number 1 would be a Confederate belt plate. Number 2 would be a U.S. belt plate. And number 3 would be North Carolina sunburst button. This is probably going to be aluminum. I'm still in the hole. Is it choppy again? Looks like the camera froze. It was perfect. Hey Doug, I see your comment about is there a stream or water source nearby? No, not like nearby. Like nearby. Hey Doug, so here's a question. You found a lot of really cool relics. So what was it like for you when you found, I don't know, just pick something. Like something you thought was just amazing. Like for me, it would be a belt plate, but just like a huge bucket lister for you. What was it like? Were you by yourself? Because I would freak out if I found something like that. And I know I'm going to, but I just think that'd be a really fun experience. Okay, it's looking like I've got good signal here. The ground is dry. I'm kind of heading towards the middle of this field. One thing I can say about this field is it's not full of trash. I mean, there's trash in here, obviously, because I've dug some today, but for the most part, it feels like you can cover some ground and you're not stopping every 5 feet to investigate junk. Man, I'm right in the area that I need to be. So early summer, I was detecting in the woods for Civil War relics, and I did find some pretty good stuff. But there was a section when I was just trying to first figure out the layout of the woods and how to move around from, at least to get to where I wanted to go. You had to cross like this little stream, not even a stream, it was just so small. And it's literally like 110 degrees with the heat index. And I got I sank up to my knee. I had to lay flat. I hear that with quicksand, they say to lay flat. That's how I was feeling. I almost lost my boot. That would have sucked because I had a long walk through some thick woods. But yeah, my boot was starting to come off. And luckily the suction released eventually and I was able to get out. But I was an absolute mess. But I still have both my boots. So with the rain that we got, it rains a lot in North Carolina, but we'll get just a torrential downpour and 10 minutes later it'll be gone. It could literally rain across the street from you and you'd be standing there totally dry. It just comes and goes, but it rained for a good 24 hours, so that's why the field is the way it is right now. And it's winter, so I think it's probably low 40s right now, so things are obviously going to dry up a lot slower. But this whole field I think would dry up to where I could walk around freely, I think, in a couple days of no rain, and I would be okay. $11. Looks somewhat deep. So let's see, I'm gonna put my phone down. Is this So it looks like every time I set my phone down is when the signal goes bad. I personally hate these signals on the Manticore. Almost all down in those low. Yeah, that's where we're going to start seeing gold. Yeah, the potential for seeing gold. I have not seen any. But that's usually what it is in those, when your numbers are in the teens. Is this? No, but the numbers keep changing. I have a feeling there's multiple things in the hole here, so I'm going to be careful digging it. But there's some really good numbers in. Oh my gosh. He's sinking in the mud here. Okay. So that's aluminum. But I don't think that was the only thing in here. I don't think. Gosh, dang, look at my pinpointer's just covered in mud. Sinking in. Alright, that's it in this hole. Dang, hear that dog again. This is gonna be junk. Oh, there's two now. Two pit bulls. Dang it. Their owner sees him and calls him. Now, here they come. I think what I'm going to do is work my way back to the truck and end this live stream just because these dogs are in. Go on. Go on. Dog's acting squirrely. Alright, yeah, I'm going to end this. And let you know how this goes.